who's the person that you were around the most when you started out as a comedian that you're still maybe with? I mean,
when I began?
Yeah, when you began. Who was there at the beginning?
I was 17 when I started doing stand-up, and I was singing different comedy songs about bondage.
That's how you came out of the box, huh, Bob?
Hey, don't talk about my mom like that. Pop-Tarts come out of the box. But anyway, what happened was when I moved to L.A. and I had gone to the Comedy Store, and Mitzi, and the owner, Mitzi Shore, said, you should work here. And I was going to go to grad school for film at USC. Because I'd won the student Oscar. I thought it was a big deal at 21. You know, those are really likable people, the ones that think they're stars. And now they are, because the world has changed. But I'd say Gary Shandling was one of the first people I became friends with. And we would go to his house in the Valley, and we would write jokes. And most of them involved, my unit or his unit or any guys.
Right.
To try to relate to your brethren. And then relationship stuff, and that was what I did for many years. And then Dave Coulier moved out, and I was friends with Mike Binder. But then I was thrown into the Comedy Store world. Was Robin Williams and Richard Pryor, and
that must have been amazing. That must have been just amazing.
And I couldn't believe they liked me. They don't fake it. None, comedians, especially of that level, they're not going to fake being nice to some young guy who looks like, just a nice young man who then says really weird stuff. So it was Billy Crystal came and talked to me. My first night, Letterman was my host. Letterman was hosting.
No kidding.
And it was before he did his morning show, and you could tell that he was going to be like one of the biggest broadcasters of all time. And it was just, I'll never forget it, and it helped build character. But being there 8 years, that can knock you down when all your friends are off going, I'm going to go do a show. Okay, Arsenio, I'll see you in a couple of years when I get a show.
Right.
But I've remained in contact with a lot of people, and this pandemic has kept that going. Howie Mandel he was a guest on my show. I also have people that are of note. Stamos was the first because that's in the Bible. It's in the Old Testament.
Yes.
Must have Stamos first, and then, but other really dear friends, John Mayer and Bill Burr and Tiffany Haddish were just on, as I said, and Seth Green and Norman Lear and Joe Gaffigan, and different people that people I think would want to hear, but friends. I'm trying to make it conversations,
Well, I mean, that's the best part about it, is if you want to listen to somebody, it's like two friends talking. I mean, I hope people feel the same with just listening to us right now.
They do.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.